When I started creating content several years ago, getting good sound, especially outside, especially in loud environments, was incredibly difficult and costly. A lot has evolved in the past few years. Now we have these super small, rather inexpensive, very effective microphones that we can use to isolate the sound that we want, block out the sound that we don't want, and be sure that when we're recording, we're getting good, clean audio, because nothing kills a video more quickly than bad audio. So here, let's start with the case. We have a case with a display. If we open here and close, actually, you know what? I'll show you why that didn't work in just a second. There's a USB-C charging port on the back. So when I plug that in, now that lit up and shows us that we are in charging mode here. I'm using the cord that I had at my desk. It also comes with a USB-A to USB-C charging cable, and then this adapter that will go on the receiver so you can take it from a USB-C to a Lightning should you need to use it on one of the older iOS devices. So when we open it, I mentioned the receiver. This is the receiver. This is what inserts in the bottom of your typically it's going to go in a phone, right? You're going to use this on a phone. So this slides into your USB-C port of your phone. It has a pass-through port. So if you plug a power cable, a USB-C charging cable in here, it will pass that through and charge the phone while you're using it. And you have a little mute button here on the bottom. That rides in the case just like that when not in use. And if you want to use this on an iOS device like an iPhone, an older iPhone or tablet, you just put the Lightning connector adapter on. It comes with two microphones. They're identical. Here's what they look like. Normally when you take them out of the case, they're going to turn on. But if they don't, you have a power button here, and then also that is your button for controlling things like the AI voice changing and the levels of noise reduction. There's nothing on this side. On the bottom, you see there is some yellow plastic covering up those dots. This is important. I want you to see, all right, we're gonna leave that on and drop it in the case, and you see nothing happens with it, okay? Because in the case, there are two little gold pins down in the bottom. Those are your charging contacts, and they need to be able to touch these charging contacts. So until we peel this protective shipping tape off, they won't make contact. Now that those gold pins are uncovered, when we put this in, it is going to automatically start charging that. And then when we take it out, there we go, let me see. So when we take it out, it should be ready to use the power button to turn it on. There we go. I was afraid we weren't gonna have any juice in this because I had just taken them out of the box and plug them in, but you see it's blinking blue. That means it is looking for a connection. When you plug this into your phone, then they should link and go solid blue. And that is just for one, let's see, that will light up here on this side, and then the blue light will light up on the other side. For the other receiver, the other one looks exactly the same right here. I'm gonna leave that on for another video. But pretty simple. There's a battery in the box, so when you put it in, it's going to charge that battery up, and then these microphones will get charged every time you put them back in. Please subscribe and check out our Guitar Deals group on Facebook. The link's in the bio.